everyone, my name is Roberto Aguilera and I'm very happy here today to do this video about the studio scale Slave One. There's been so much interest and so many comments on about this ship, especially the craft and how it was made and how it was painted and done, that I wanted to do this video. So this is the studio scale, the Slave One. This is Steve Nissen model, and this was built by Mike Salso, a good friend of mine in the U.S. And so I got this model several years ago, and it was there just sitting on the shelf for quite some time, because it's a very difficult ship to be painted. It's not easy. It requires a certain technique and a certain knowledge, and of course the paints. Guy Cowan from ArchiveX, a good friend of mine. So I got the paints, ArchiveX, and because these colors are hard to replicate, even though a lot of people think it's easy, but it's not. And especially the way Joy Johnston, who painted this model back in 1979, the way he did this, the layering, the layering and the latex masks that he used, that was something I had to discover myself in the process of painting this, with the help of people from England, my friend John Simmons and Sarah Staples and Guy Cowan himself. They gave me all this information about how to paint this model, the layers and the techniques, and so I dig into it and discover a few tricks here and there. So this is pretty much the studio scale Slave One, which, as you can see, it's a pretty big model. I think the figure, it's 124 in the model, but I think it's a little oversized for the model. In my opinion, this model, it's about 1/32 scale instead of 124, which is the usual Star Wars scale. So this, in my opinion, is 1/32. A person would be probably, about this size, which is 1/32 scale. One of the most special features and odd things that I realized when I was painting the model was it has the Boba Fett figure inside the cockpit, but when I was, going over the pictures, the reference pictures from the original model, I noticed that it was only painted 3 different shades of green in different angles, but it had only a red shoulder pad, and that's the way Joy Johnston painted the figure, all green with the mask and the shoulder pad in red. And very, very few, people in the community had noticed this. Mostly, most modelers and studio scale modelers, they would paint the Boba Fett in the original Return of Emperor Strikes Back colors with the yellow pads and, all gray. But now the studio scale model has this unique Boba Fett, which, it looks really vintage, and I love it. The model, it's a resin model, copy from the original. It has movable wings, and you can light this thing up. It has all the light bulbs and everything to simulate the original prop. Most difficult thing to do when we were painting the Slave One, it's the latest mask, the latex mask. You might wonder what it is. In order to achieve all of the stains and scorch marks and everything, you have to sculpt a latex mask, and that's not easy, sculpting that and with a toothpick, sometimes correct certain areas in order to make a perfect mask to copy all of the little details. So basically, this is, I just wanted to show you, right now there's a lot of 3D printing models. There's a couple of companies doing 3D printing models, which they are not accurate, especially on the underside. 3D people are tending to do less pieces and less layers. So they're simplifying a lot of the griblies and the detail, which it's unfortunate because these studio scale replicas are not going to exist anymore. This is one of a kind. Steve did it years ago. The model is unavailable now, unfortunately. But this is a cast from all of the original pieces, especially on the underside, you'll notice. Anyway, so thank you very much. It was you know, very exciting, and I'm very, very happy with the result. I think everybody liked it. And see you in the next video. Thank you.